I want all the freaking tools in the toolbox, because at the end of the day, I want to show up the way that I want to show up for the people that matter to me. And so if that means I got to like kind of tailor make my own little situation, then I'm going to, based on whatever my needs are. Like I said, like even with hormones, like some months are better than others. And I think
Yes.
it has a lot to do with, okay, what was my stress level? How many times was I on a plane the month before? Like all of these other things are playing a role too. Some of these variables we can't necessarily control. I mean, I guess I could control not always getting on a plane, but like I said, if you're at the height of your career and you have been putting deposits in your career where it's finally taking off in the stratosphere, you get to have that too.
Yeah.
But we just have to we got to get workarounds put into place. The number 5, if I had a fifth thing, is alone time.
Is what? Alone time?
Alone time. Just be by yourself.
Yes.
Like, if everyone's driving you crazy, if you're about to like choke out somebody, just go spend time with yourself. Like I'm talking 20 minutes,
Yes.
5 minutes. Everybody can give you that.
Yes.
And just let them know. And also communicate. The other thing, the last thing, if I had a bonus, is communicate. Communicate with your partner what's going on. Communicate with your family what's going on. Let people know what you're going through. That way, you're not suffering in silence. They get to suffer with you. No, I'm kidding. But in a way, they probably are de facto.
They are.
But just let them know. Like I told Alex knows where I'm at. In about 2 or 3 days, I'm holding the vision that I'm not going to be, I'm not going to lose my stuff, and I'm going to have some level of stress resilience, but there's a good chance I'm not. And so I'm just, if I wake up that day and I'm just like, I don't have it. Like, can you please take Kingston for 4 hours or 2 hours or whatever? Can I just have time to myself? Can I just because believe me, you're not going to want this version of me anyway. Nobody is.
Right.
So let me just do me.
And I know this is not the option for everyone. And I do want to say that I respect that, the online version of hormones, that some of these telemedicine companies, they are very cookie cutter. They're doing the best they can, but that's expensive. And finding a skilled clinician is expensive. It's usually out of pocket. It's rarely covered by insurance. These doctors are smart enough to not have to deal with the organized crime that health insurance is. So they usually opt out. And then on top of it, like finding alone time, like the other day I woke up and I thought, I don't want to do anything today. I want to stay in bed. And you know what I did? I stayed in bed and I canceled everything. I've canceled every speaking engagement and travel trip for the next 3 months because I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to chill and get myself moved to Arizona. So I realized that not everyone can do the things that we're talking about here, which I wish this was available for everyone. But I will say, like, let's talk about maybe that person who is feeling really hopeless right now and they're like, well, I can't find a doctor. I would encourage them to keep looking. I would encourage them to, like you've said, I think that's where your content and your book, like empowering yourself through knowledge, is so critical here, right? Like this is how we move the needle forward, is owning the information.
What's the alternative? I just going to say, I mean, I get that, I get how frustrating it is to have a doctor who's not listening to you. I get how frustrating it is for a doctor to gaslight you and tell you that you just need to suffer through it. I understand. I've been there, believe me. When I was dealing with my head injury, the response I got when I was describing my symptoms was that you've been struggling with this for almost a year now. I've got nothing for you. And I was like, believe me. I've been knowing that. I just need you to run some labs because I'm paying insurance for it, and so I've been there, and the only way is through. Like I had to find somebody else. Like we've got to find someone else. And a big part of what the perimenopause revolution is really giving you the scripts to find that practitioner, giving you the tools. Like again, find the compounding, go on Google, use ChatGPT, find who's the compounding pharmacist in your area that is working. Who are those doctors? Then how to have that conversation. Maybe it is MIDI Health. Maybe it is My Alloy. Maybe it is Joy Wellness that you've got to work with. Joy Wellness or whatever they're called now, they'll run a full comprehensive panel for $150 if you don't have insurance. I mean, there's more and more options than we've ever had before. But when it comes to HRT and really having someone look at your labs, like my mom can't get her doctor to run. She can't even get them to run a more comprehensive cardiovascular panel at 64 years old. And I was like, okay, we're not dealing with this. We're not waiting for them to do something that they're never going to do.
Right.
You're going to have to pay out of pockets, $200. There's a full comprehensive
Yeah,
cardiovascular
perfect.
panel. Like there you go. And I'm like, Mom, just do it, because what are you worth?
Yeah, amen. That's what I wanted. That's what I was getting at. I just tell these people, like, try harder. You have to, you have to keep going. We're giving you all the tools. This knowledge and information has never been so readily available. The fact that so many of us influencers and podcasters are talking about this has never been this out in the world. So this is a very fortunate time to be alive. That's what I was saying. Like, there's never been a better time. And on top of it, there are so many resources in so many of these telemedicine companies, and you have to keep advocating for yourself. You have to keep looking and searching. If you get gaslit by a doctor, go find another doctor. They're not God. There are other people on your panel, maybe even with your health insurance, you might find that might be helpful. I've got so many messages from
Oh yeah.
people saying, I brought your information into my MD, and have an educated, kind, knowledgeable conversation with your doctor. Don't come in like throwing, studies down and demanding shit. Be nice, but like, they've come to their doctors with knowledge and education, or said, hey, can you listen to this podcast Dr. Tina did? And then those doctors were happy to prescribe them a microdose of GLP-1s. Like, most doctors want to do less than more, they want to be
Yeah.
conservative.
Yes.
So
Ability.
you really have to advocate. It's education is empowering, and that's the goal. You have to take the time, though. Get off the frickin' Instagram and come listen to, like, the people who want me to answer them on Instagram when I've done 4 podcasts on the subject. I'm like, go listen to the podcast, go learn to read, go read some blogs, go read some books. There's great knowledge out there. Empower yourself, and then you can go in and have an educated combo, and then your doctors will be hopefully much more receptive.
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to be advocating. My son, we just went to a pediatric dentist, super well reviewed. He has a little cavity. They're talking about sedation. They've gave me a protocol plan that I was like, what is this? And immediately I was like, this ain't it. Like, I'm getting a second opinion. So I called a bunch of other places. I asked a bunch of other referrals from friends. Like, did I want to put in that kind of time? No. No, I'm just trying to take care of myself over here. Like, and so, but I did. I called. I talked to 4 other dentists, found one 30 minutes away, and I was like, okay, I feel like this is worth the second opinion. Went and got the second opinion, a completely different protocol that was so in alignment with what I knew to be true and the research that I looked in. And I was like, thank God. Like, think about how you're advocating for your children. Think about how you're advocating for your partner or even your parents. You deserve that level of advocation for yourself.
Yes.